Everyone has those little quirks, behaviors, or habits that they'd rather keep secret. Whether it's a minor guilty pleasure or something a bit more embarrassing, these things are universally relatable, even if no one talks about them. Here's a list of 10 things we all do but probably won't admit to. 1. Checking ourselves out in every reflective surface. Mirrors, windows, even the back of a spoon. If it reflects, we'll catch a quick look. Whether it's to fix our hair or just to see how we're looking that day, everyone sneaks a glance when they think no one's watching. 2. Mentally rehearsing conversations. Before an important call or meeting, most of us play out every possible scenario in our heads. We practice what we'll say, anticipate responses, and plan witty comebacks, all to feel prepared. Sometimes we even replay past conversations and think of what we wish we'd said. 3. Googling ourselves. It's a guilty pleasure that feels surprisingly self-indulgent. Whether it's to see what's out there about us or just out of curiosity, most of us have typed our own names into a search engine at least once, or more. 4. Using a baby voice with pets or in private moments. When alone, we tend to speak differently to our pets or even to ourselves. The baby talk or silly voices come out, whether it's, "Who's a good dog?" or just talking to our plants. It's a private comfort habit that we rarely share with others. 5. Reliving embarrassing moments before falling asleep. Just as we're about to drift off, a cringeworthy memory from middle school, last week, or even that day can surface out of nowhere. We rehash these moments, wishing we could go back and change them, even though no one else remembers or cares. 6. Pretending not to notice someone we know in public. Whether it's avoiding an awkward chat with an old classmate or steering clear of a neighbor, we've all done the quick turn or stared intensely at our phones to avoid someone. It's not that we don't like them, sometimes we just aren't in the mood for small talk. 7. Snooping online out of curiosity. We may never admit it, but many of us have researched someone on social media, especially if it's someone new in our lives. Whether it's a new colleague, a friend's new partner, or an old classmate, a bit of light internet sleuthing is hard to resist. 8. Watching guilty pleasure TV shows. Reality shows, soap operas, kids' cartoons, whatever it is, we all have that one show we pretend not to watch but secretly love. We keep up with it religiously but might downplay it if someone asks. 9. Using our phones as a distraction in awkward situations. Waiting in line, riding an elevator, or waiting for someone alone at a restaurant, our phones are the go-to solution for looking busy. It's a subtle way to avoid eye contact and prevent awkwardness in uncomfortable settings. 10. Sneaking a peek at other people's shopping carts. At the grocery store, it's hard not to notice what others are buying. We might peek just out of curiosity, wondering about their meal plans or guilty pleasures. Of course, we'd never admit to looking, but it's oddly fascinating. From rehearsing conversations to avoiding small talk, these quirky habits are common but not often discussed. While they may seem silly, they add a bit of humor to our daily lives and remind us how alike we all are.